Well, hey y'all, I'm going to wrap some shrimp with some bacon and put it on the Pitboss grill. And so I thought we might as well get together and make it together. This is one of my very favorite little things to put on a grill, and I have not fired it up this year yet. So I'm excited to do that. So I didn't really want to do ribs or anything like Boston butt or anything like that. First time out of the gate, I just want to make sure everything's still working properly. So I just got my little package of bacon here, cut in half, because we use half pieces. Now this is not the time to break out the thick bacon, because you need, whatever bacon you're using, it needs to cook quicker, because thick bacon, your shrimp are going to be dried out before your bacon is done, and you do not want to eat raw bacon. Okay, so what I have here is one bag of these great big old shrimp. There's 13 to 15 in a pound, and they are raw, easy peeled, deveined. And I've already peeled them, and I've just got them in my dish here with a paper towel just to kind of dry them off just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do with these, aren't they pretty? I wished I'd had fresh, but I don't. There'll be time for that later. But I'm going to use some W sauce. It's not sponsored. But this is like a Worcestershire sister sauce that's got just a little bit more oomph to it, and it is gluten-free, so there's nothing in here that's going to hurt my belly. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm not going to use a whole lot of it. I'm just going to drizzle it around, give them all a little toss. And I have got my toothpicks that I'm going to use. A little bit more there. I've got them soaking in water. And the reason you want to have them to soak in water is so they won't catch on fire. And they will, and that'd be a bad thing. So anyway, you can put these in your oven, regular oven if you wanted to. Just put them on a cookie sheet or a parchment lined cookie sheet. Put them in there at 350 in about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 minutes. Check them to see if they look like they need to be flipped, and if they do, flip them. You put these on a charcoal grill, which is kind of what I'm going to do. The Pitboss is a smoker, but it also, okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to take this bacon and wrap it around this little shrimp like this, get it all tucked in, snug as a bug in a rug, and then I'm going to take one of these wet toothpicks and go right through there, just like that. And I'm going to put together a really good, simple dipping sauce that will really go well with these. So I'm going to get the rest of these all wound around together, and then we'll get back together, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, these are done. I've cleaned everything up. So now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. I don't always do this. The only thing I'm really consistent about is not being consistent. I don't always baste my shrimp. There goes Elsie Pearl. She is wild child today. Anyway, I don't always kind of baste them in any kind of sauce. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't always do what I'm about to do right now. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is some of my homemade barbecue rub, and that's on my website, and I'll include a link to that if you want to print it out. And I'm just going to put a little bit right there. And if you have your favorite, do that. But we've got all these spices in our house, so why not use them? And if you season something from kind of up high, it's going to get dispersed a little bit more evenly than if you're just doing it like this right here. And plus, it just looks professional, doesn't it? I do not hear the Food Network knocking. I do not. Okay, so I'm going to turn these over, and I'm going to do this other side. And then I'll get back with y'all, and we're going to make this special sauce, and then we're going to go change clothes and do something with this hair and go crank up the Pitboss. So let me get this stuff cleaned up, and I'll show you the sauce we're going to make. Let's put together this simple sauce. I'm not going to measure anything. We're going to taste with our taste buds and adjust. So, but it's equal parts ketchup and mayonnaise, which are your favorite brands. You don't have to use what I'm using, but it's equal parts. And then just whatever else you feel like putting in there. Let me move this so y'all can kind of see. So that looks about like, let's see if we can make it almost a cup. About a cup-ish. So let's do the same thing with some ketchup. Good time to have an apron on, huh? Okay, that looks about equal. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of this W sauce in here, and just not a whole lot, just maybe a teaspoon or so, because I have not made it with this before. So we're going to see what we think about this. So see if I can do this without using that whisk. It's all mixed up. And you can do all this the day before. You know, you can do your shrimp, get those wrapped. Well, maybe not, because if you got the toothpicks in them, I mean, you can bake the shrimp up and wrap them, but then put the toothpicks in them, you know, after you soak the toothpicks before you put them on the fire. That way the toothpicks won't catch on fire and burn up. And you can make this sauce the day before, or whatever kind of sauce you like. Just make it easy on yourself. It's summertime, y'all. We don't have to make everything so blasted hard. Okay, popsicle stick. You know, it's my favorite thing to use. So let's see what we think. A little more W sauce. That's probably a tablespoon all together. This kind of has kind of a Thousand Island kind of a flavor. So if you had some Thousand Island salad dressing in your repertoire, you could use that and just kind of put some different things in it. Okay, get the other end of my, I'm going to do for popsicle, just in case. Do I have one? Do I have one? There it is. Now let's see what we think. Oh yeah, that's good. You could also use your favorite hot sauce or Tabasco or whatever. You have to know your crowd to know what you're doing. And actually, y'all, this would taste really, really good on a cheeseburger. So, or dipping your chicken strips or your Frenchy fries in. Yum. All right, y'all, I'm going to cover this. I'm going to change clothes, and I'll see you outside. We'll get the Pitboss around here. Okay, y'all, I've got the Pitboss rocking and rolling, and there is a big rain cloud. I look like Clem Cadoodle Hopper. Y'all remember him? There's a big rain cloud on the other side of the mountain there. So I'm going to show you what I've got. I pick up these little, what are these? These little disposable things, except I wash them in between. I think there's like 2 or 3 in a package. You can get them at the Dollar General or the Dollar Holler. And I've got them all on here. That way, whenever it's ready to turn them, I can take this off, shut the lid, and then I won't lose my heat. So that's the plan. So let's go ahead and put these on here. And I've got it set on 350, and I'm going to check it in about 10 minutes. And it's hot, hot, hot. I'm going to put these over to the side a little bit. Well, no, let's put them right there. I'm going to shut this gate, because there's a little grate in there you can open up. I think I'll shake them in 7 minutes. And then we'll let the fire through. So let me set my timer here. Timer, 7 minutes. Okay. I will see you back in the house when they are ready to eat. And maybe this rain won't blow us off of the mountain. So see you back in a little bit. I gotta go do some of this hair. Well, these are out of the smoker. And I cooked them for about 7 minutes on one side, and then I took the little tray out, turned them all over, put them back in for another 7 minutes. And I did that a couple times, and I think they're pretty perfect. It's thundering. It's really not nighttime around here, but it's really getting kind of dark. So let's just get us a bite. Now we've got our sauce that we've had in the icebox, and we're just going to get us just a little bit of this. All right, now let's figure out which one of these that I want to use. You know, usually as moms, we have that burnt toast syndrome. We always take the one that's the toast that's burned, or the coffee cups that's chipped, or whatever. Let's just get us this one right here. It's kind of a mangy looking one. Y'all, that is so good. Oh my goodness. It's our first grilled thing of the season, and it is awesome. Alrighty, y'all. Go get you some shrimp and get you some bacon, thin bacon. Do whatever you want to it. All your flavors and seasoning. You can cook it in the oven until it's done. You can put it in your air fryer until it's done. You can put it on the smoker until it's done. Put it on the gas grill until it's done. Put it on the charcoal grill until it's done. Heck, fire, you probably just do it anyway, your favorite way. All right, y'all. We're going to have a little snacky do. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.